Me, hi, Akon. Hello. How are you? Me, well, I have a headache and am going through some ascension symptoms, but I put it out to whoever I channel and you responded, so you're the lucky one. Laughing, I am pleased to be of service. Me, oh yeah, I was thinking the other night. I saw videos that they're planning on getting a rocket together and traveling to Alpha Centauri. I guess someone figured out there's a nice Earth-like planet around Proxima Centauri and they want to take 20 years and fly there. So I'm just giving you a warning, the Terrans are coming. I don't know. What would you do? Yes, our meeting. I suppose we have 20 of your years to decide what to do about this rocket. But in most likelihood we would change its orientation and send it back to Earth. LOL. Me, you mean, we're not welcome? LOL. We do not wish you to be out in space. There is a secret space program, part of your military-industrial complex, that has been out in space along with Draconian, Reptilian and Orion fleets, and they have created much destruction there, destroying the lives of the Earthlings that they take out from your planet to become slaves. They also use them as slaves upon their ships. And we are speaking of sex slaves as well. So the Federation is breaking these rings apart and the Resistance is aiding this effort upon your planet. Of course, the Alliance is in the process of taking the heads of these rings and jailing them in Guantanamo Bay. We are not particularly keen on seeing your carbon-based fuel ships out in space. They are polluters. We are also not keen on seeing your people out in space as they have little relevance for life. If these people were to feel threatened at any stage, they would attack us. This would be bad press for us as well because as news gets to Earth, we would certainly get a bad reputation despite the fact we were defending ourselves. Me, which is what I'm asking you about. I'm seeing more and more channelers and experts in this field giving the Pleiadians a bad rap. I'm just thinking, as I see more and more of this stuff going on, that I've dropped to a bad timeline or something. LOL. Perhaps you are on that timeline because you can do something about this. Did you think of that? I believe Astrashran has already addressed this situation of the channelers saying that the Pleiadian ships are running tests or something of the sort and are creating chaos in Louisiana. They are not. We would not create any chaos on your planet as we are not chaotic people. It is beyond us to create something that is not in our nature. Me, that makes sense. Of course. We are beings of peace, all of the Nordic races, pushed to the point of needing to war with the negative alien alliance because this is what they are presenting to us, and in order to resist we must take corrective action. When one fires, one must perhaps fire back, or take other measures to be sure that the aggressor is dealt with and rendered harmless. It is not always about space battles, by the way. We often resort to more etheric methods to gain our ends. We take the path of least harm wherever possible. Me, yes. I know that your people think we are up here battling and firing, and that does happen at times. There are confrontations, but other means are used whenever possible, such as starving out your cabal's monetary funding on planet Earth in order to institute the asset-backed QFS system. There were no shots fired there. Me, now I'm seeing something about the Pleiadians working with Hitler. I wish those in the field who are the message givers would be more precise about which Pleiadians they're speaking of. Of course. There are break-off groups who don't follow the main group, the renegades. And of course, these service-to-self types will join up with other service-to-self types and work to gain their selfish ends this way. But we don't come to your planet and short out your electrical, show ourselves in your cities and scare the citizens. That is not our way. None of the Galactic Federation members have permission to do anything of the sort, and of course the Dark likes to intervene and blame us for these acts because they want you to be scared of us. But we are of the light. These acts are reprehensible to us. We would not indulge in them. Scaring you is not our goal. We see that there are many scared victims of your controller's regime anyway. We don't plan to make things worse for you. We're here to help you, not to further victimize you. Anyone who says so is mistaken. Me, so maybe these erroneous channelers hear of one thing, like the Delta Pleiadians coming to Earth, which they have, And then anything that happens afterwards is all blamed on the Delta Pleiadians. The dark sucks them in. I know you guys. I talk to you all the time. I know how high your frequencies are. There's no way any of you would seek to create that kind of chaos on this planet. Besides that, I know myself. I know who I am at heart and the naive thinking I expressed as a child, which now I just keep quiet for the most part, but it's still there. I used to call myself a Pollyanna because I had these virtuous ideas about everything, and then I learned differently as I grew up. But I know you guys think the way I do, at heart. I know you're like me and I'm like you. And there's no way I would go around creating chaos for people on this earth. I only try to help. And I know you're the same. So I don't know what's up with people blaming the Pleiadians, but they need to check that. Also, there are channelers for the different groups of beings, and they may be picking up on some competition between us. Such as the Nordics and the Anunnaki. Not all channelers are strictly light or dark. There are channelers who are channeling for the various races who attempted to seed your planet at one time. That is why your planet is multicultural and diverse. Because of our influences. You are particularly loyal to the Nordic group, as you are of Nordic descent and you are of vegan conscience. Your home has been in Vega for many lifetimes. Longer than you can know. But there has been competition between various races in the galaxy, and it comes to show itself upon your Earth. It is in your DNA. You do not like people slighting the Pleiadians, especially since your Earth body is half Pleiadian bloodline and your other half is vegan, Lyran. But it is worthwhile stating that there are always breakaway groups from the status quo in all our races. Always. Because of the different frequencies of all in our civilizations, there are higher dimensionals and there are lower dimensionals. When you on Earth think of a Pleiadian, you think of a human in a UFO because that is how they have presented themselves to you, but in fact there are many who don't have physical bodies anymore. They may, however, take that appearance to suit you. And some of these come to you as well. So with such a great expanse between the most ascended and the least ascended beings, you will get different points of view. Some more positive with more light, and some darker. This is just that simple. And why do they seem to find their way here? Yes, Earth. The last Akon stronghold, that's why. Your planet is the last frontier. All evil and those of lesser evil but not as much light, like your planet, because it has a lot to offer their exploitative natures. Earth has a variety of natural resources that can be plundered, and it has been, as well as your DNA. So for these pirates, there is booty to be had. Akon, I think you've been around here too long too. LOL. Smiling, it is an opportunity to help, and to serve. That's why we come. Well, thank you. Better than these others who steal our kids and take innocent people to other planets. And I won't mention what else goes on. Yes, sobering. But it is being stopped. Thank God. And so, then, I will be off as I'm still examining your star as she goes through her growing pains. I hear she's having the odd fit. Occasional flare-ups, but she's doing well. So you won't have to evacuate us yet. No, we're hoping that this won't ever happen. Okay, thanks Akon. Thank you for your message. I bid you adieu, Dania.